everybody, and welcome back to another shoe review. In today's review, we will be reviewing the Jordan 3 JTH, also known as the Justin Timberlake Tinker Hatfield. Now, you guys were saying before that Teg deserved another chance. Okay, everybody, today we're going to be reviewing the Jordan 4 Cactus Jack Travis Scott Jordan 4, and today we're going to be reviewing it, and it's going to be the hold on. So I said alright, and I'm personally letting Teg do another review, but he's not here with me. Actually, after last time's incident, I don't think he ever wants to talk to me again on camera. Not exactly sure where he took the shoe, though.
If you're wondering where I am right now, I'm in a sewer. If you ask me why I came here, I couldn't really tell you that.
So why don't we actually start off with the packaging for this shoe? Evidently, this is not your typical Jordan 3 box. The pattern revolves around Justin Timberlake's album, Man in the Woods. In fact, this specific shoe was released in celebration of how successful his album was. So as you can see on the top of the box, not only do we have the glossy Jordan branding, we also have the Justin Timberlake branding on the front of the box. Other than the top of the box having somewhat of a outdoor feel to it, first of all, the bottom of the box has an orange grunge look to it, just like it has on the album cover art. More importantly though, when you get to the wrapping paper of the shoes, this is what looks really awesome. Not only do you have the branding on the wrapper, but most notably, this is actually a picture of the forest that they decided to make into wrapping paper for the sneaker. Of course, these are details you really do have to appreciate.
The box they shipped in, the brown, if you were wondering, it's made out of cardboard also.
Now moving on to the shoes. Like always, why don't we start with the bottom of the shoe? So as you can see, we have a translucent gray bottom. In addition to that, we have some orange accents near the front of the shoe, and then we also have an orange Nike.
The bottom has some good grip. Feels nice on my hand when I rub my hand on it.
Moving up to the midsole, we have a glossy off-white midsole. Now, keep in mind, this isn't exactly white. And honestly, I think they made the right choice by doing this. In my opinion, I think that the off-white contrasts a lot better with the Bio Beige upper in comparison to, say, a bright white, which would contrast a little too heavily. Right above the iconic Air window, we have a glossy midsole in black. Now, keep in mind, I said glossy. Usually, when it comes to Jordan 3s and 4s, we have semi-glossy midsoles that kind of have a matte look to them. Just a slight bit of shine, not much though. When it comes to this shoe though, it definitely has a good amount of shine. Not only that, but it's not completely black. It's more of a smoky black. I guess I would compare it to the black of the Black Power phases. So it's not a dark pitch black. It's more of just a very dark gray. So keep that in mind when you're contemplating purchasing the shoe. Now, right under that piece, we have that iconic window to the inside of the sneaker where we can actually see the shocks. In this case, the shocks do appear to be orange. Again, that's a detail that you gotta love. They could have easily just made this white or black, but no, they decided to make it orange, and that's something I actually appreciate.
There's a little part of the shoe where if I look through it, I can actually see you.
Moving to the heel cups, we have a completely blacked out elephant print, and right in between that, we have a tonal rain guard that appears to be very smooth leather. The Bio Beige upper is completely suede. Unlike most Jordan 4s, which have nubuck, this, my friends, is suede. And if I'm being 100% honest, guys, they really nailed this suede. This is some great quality. I would compare this quality to the quality of actually the Yeezy 500.
Whoa, look what it does when I move my finger on it.
If I were to compare the colorway to something, first of all, some of the cover art I do believe contains this exact color if you want to look it up online. If not, I'll show a picture on the screen right now. Otherwise, just off the top of my head, I would compare it to cardboard, perhaps a little lighter, and maybe a little darker than a Band-Aid. Hey, pause the video. Hold on. Today, this is Keith, guys. Keith from 1990. And I have something very, very important that I want to share with you today. Today, I am going to share with you AKILA. Now, AKILA makes a wide variety of sunglasses, and not only do they have multiple designs, but they do also come in multiple different colorways. For instance, let's take a look at the Nemesis, my personal favorite actually. This slim angular cat-eye frame is inspired by avant-garde 90s fashion. What's most interesting about all of these sunglasses, they are actually all made by hand. So unfortunately, guys, these are in limited quantities, so I wouldn't suggest sleeping on these things. They come with scratch-resistant nylon lenses for clarity and durability, 100% UVA, UVB protection. And this specific one comes with durable 3-barrel hinges with a stainless steel core for strength and an adjustable fit. So you get these amazing quality glasses, which are handmade with the case and even a lens cleaner, some awesome stickers too. Of course, a 1-year warranty, which you're not gonna be needing anyway. And all of this for under $100. So feel free to peruse the site for AKILA. The link for them is in the description. I also left the link for their Instagram, so you guys could peruse some of their pictures on there. Now, of course, this is the sponsor for today's video. So of course, if you were to purchase anything hypothetically or just check them out, that does not only support a very unique independent brand, but of course, it does also support me, so that would also be appreciated. Anyway, the link for them is in the description. Feel free to check them out, whatever floats your boat. But with that, why don't we return to the video? Moving on, we also have a tonal 3M swoosh. So this swoosh appears to be very subtle. That is until you step right into the right lighting, or if someone were to take a picture of the sneaker or you wearing the sneaker with the flash on. Moving to the front of the sneaker, let's begin with the eyelets. So the eyelets start off as yellow, then they move on to a tonal color, and finally they end with black. Now, if there's one thing that I would change about the shoe, it would have to be these yellow eyelets. In my opinion, I don't think it matches at all. But not only that, I don't think there's much yellow on the album color, if any. Keep in mind, it's a very small detail on the shoe, but I really do think that it kind of sticks out more than it should. I would have been satisfied with tonal, or perhaps even orange would have been better. I'm really not a fan of this yellow. The laces that come on the sneaker are similar to that of the strings of a baseball glove. But if you aren't a fan of this style of laces, which I understand a lot of you guys might not be, it does come with 2 pairs of flat laces, 1 pair of tonal, and the other pair is orange. Both of which I probably won't be using because I personally am actually a big fan of these types of laces. I think they give it a more premium look, so I'm definitely going to be keeping these on. Moving towards the tongue, starting with the bottom of the tongue, we have that perforated look to it, just like on all Jordan 3s. Now at the top of the tongue, it is a very smooth and soft leather. The Jumpman on the tongue is tonal, so it doesn't stick out too much, but it is 3-dimensional, so you could definitely see the pop. Now, looking at the inside side of the shoe, we could actually see that where Nike would be written for the normal Tinker 3s, we actually have higher written here, which of course comes from Justin Timberlake's song Higher Higher, that of which we'll talk about in just a second. Moving towards the back of the tongue is in orange, and we have some signatures here actually. On the left shoe, we have Tinker Hatfield's signature embroidered. Then on the right shoe, we have Justin Timberlake's signature embroidered. Regarding the material that they used, I'm not exactly sure what this stuff is called, but it's definitely not suede. I would compare this to the material that you might find on your dog's bed. So I guess comfort-wise, you could say it's like wearing dog's beds on your feet, if that makes any sense at all. And now comes one of the most interesting parts of the sneaker, the insoles. I had to take these things out just to show you. Of course, these are the first lines of his song Higher Higher, probably his most famous song in his album. I just think it's really interesting that not only did they include those lyrics on the insoles, but they actually went all out with them. As you can see on the screen right now, these insoles have some crazy details on them. Of course, you're not really gonna see them when you're wearing the shoe, but as a collector, this is something you just have to appreciate.
This is a nice shoe. It's very great.
And finally, to end off the sneaker, we have the Jordan Jumpman tag, which actually has Tinker Hatfield's signature on it. And finally, to the back of the sneaker, one of the most iconic things that you could find on Jordan 3s, we have the Nike Air on the back. So with the review out of the way, why don't we jump to the on-foot portion of the video. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time. If you happen to be new, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications, not only for these reviews, of course, but more importantly, for how to cop these sneakers. I made a how to cop guide for them, so you could cop them manually without the use of a bot. Not only for these shoes, of course, but any hyped shoe in the future. I'm always going to keep you guys updated on. Also, leave a like if you happen to enjoy the video. That would be appreciated. With that, though, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.